Alright. Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Hopefully my mic sounds better today. Yesterday I didn't realize on the microphone itself it got turned down, so yesterday's VOD and play was pretty quiet. Medical. Journal. Carolyn let me down here. I'm looking for the dimethyl sulfoxide. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking, but they definitely see me, or can see me. Let's just try sneaking, I guess. It says it requires an ID from the board, which I have, but I don't know. So I guess these scientists don't care. These guards sure do. That guy pass. Please don't come in here. He goes by. Okay. Hopefully this is the right path, although this is exit. Hibernation lab upstairs, and I gotta get out back on that ladder. Good thing we're sneaky. Still standing there. In and out with this dimethyl sulfoxide. Discontinued. Ooh. Oh, transfer dimethyl sulfoxide to canister. Result in the death of human subjects. Be maintained by leaving a 70.629% concentration. Yeah, let's transfer that much of it. be enough, right? I'm not trying to kill all these people. Don't need to keep jumping. Boo boo boo. Hey there. We did it. No one saw us, no nothing. I think the board's early retirement program. Yeah, no need to go Fallbrook. Return to Lila. And then return to Phineas. Let's investigate this part. Terminal. I think in the maintenance tunnels, maybe. Oh, I didn't mean to come actually all the way down here. I thought over closer to them. Although I think I have to be careful with this methyl sulfoxide, right? Wait, I need to go back out to the landing pad. Down below.
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retirees lately?
Not just you. Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit up Bijou's.
Can't. They're closed. Someone saw a sprat in there.
Bijou's too? Damn. What's this city coming to?
Isn't coming to indeed. Where'd those guys go?
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center.
Did you know the early retirement selection system is the most rigorous, cutting-edge lottery system in the entire galaxy? Here's how it works. Each candidate's name is printed on a plastic ball. The plastic ball is placed in an adventurer turbo encabulator with thousands of others. A team of advanced automechanicals operate a complex series of pulleys at random. The balls are funneled through the turbo encabulator in an incinerator tube. Actually, inserocider tube. They are then launched at specifically designed accuracy matrix. The first ball that aligns with the center of the accuracy matrix is the winner for the day. Like one of those, like a lottery thing. By using this method, the Halcyon Holdings Corporation ensures that all early retirees are selected with complete impartiality and minimal collateral damage. Oh,
you,
shoot.
the
These
lucky
are the
few,
guys.
have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium.
These are the people getting
When
dumped
you
in the
arrive,
goo,
you'll be
aren't they?
whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection.
Okay. Consent. I should have read
Some
that because I
assembly
bet you it's a
required.
BS.
24/7 furniture is not responsible for any injuries, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process.
Does that elevator go back up?
Sure hope so. These definitely aren't the people being dunked in the goo.
System alert. Beginning security.
Incoming! We're gonna stop to salvage this, right?
Sure hope so.
This would have made a great arena match. What a waste.
It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. This guard. Alright, to TNL customer service. I would like to formally request a refund on my new TNL shock cannon. You advertised it as the most reliable tool for disabling rude or disobedient automechanicals, but if you load it with an energy cell that is covered in your own blood, it misfires. I've used TNL weapons exclusively for 7 years, but if this matter is not resolved, then you'll have lost another customer. You will also have lost another customer if I die, so you better hope I can get this blood back into my body. Making the noise like I'm opening it, but it's not. Note, due to the nature of their assignments, automechanicals in the HHC Early Retirement Center were not constructed with a standard maintenance mode or IFFF transmitter responder. You'll be pleased to know that this saved 200 bits per unit. Please note that any injuries sustained during routine repairs will come out of your paycheck. Thanks for being a part of the UEDL team. Or you can hack it to disable the automechanicals. Make sure I didn't miss the chest over here. Doesn't look like it. I think I'm good to go. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's choice. Couple more combat drones, huh?
flick.
These are the tunnels I've been in, right? Well, it's time to go probably have a word with that woman. I can't fast travel from here. One quick sec. Gotta send a text. One second. Sorry. Fast travel. States District is where she is, right? Alright, text message sent, we're all good.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety radiating off of him?
Who, me?
I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs.
I don't know.
It is going well, I hope.
The retirement district is a paradise you should see for yourself. And how'd you get those access codes?
The same way anyone gets anything here, of course. I made friends with the right people. Bits might earn you a place in Byzantium, but that means everyone here has little need for more of them. For favors like this, you need to spend... let's call it social capital. Now, do we have any further business, or are you just here for the repartee? What? You mean it's just a sham they perpetuate so they can dispose of the rabble? That's...
Sounds like she's gonna love this.
brilliant. To take the most burdensome members of our society and simply remove them. Oh, I'll never doubt the wisdom of the board again. Why, I had no reason to be envious at all. What a relief.
Yeah, I really should have expected this reaction.
And how else would I react? A vagrant such as yourself couldn't possibly appreciate the emotional burden this news has lifted from my shoulders. But regardless of your ignorance, I promised you a fee for your services, so a fee you shall have.
Oh, my persuade's not up there. Yeah, I wouldn't feel right to get paid for something like this.
What, because of the violence? They were just auto mechanicals. But suit yourself, I suppose.
No, they were
In any
retirees
event,
and people.
while I'm deeply grateful for the peace of mind you've brought me, I will need some solitude to fully bask in it. So if there's nothing further...
Yeah. Reputation with the board decreased. F the board. Fight the power. Back to the ship.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink up. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
I'm just getting started.
I'm glad to hear that. This may come as a surprise, but I happen to enjoy your work. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky.
Almost sound like you approve.
Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony.
You wanted to talk to me? Make your offer.
You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
What's the name?
Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us.
Wanted for what exactly?
He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Getting a lot of noise on this signal. Hold on, getting a lot of noise on this signal. Could you fuck off and never call back?
You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
No, we're good. Let's go to Fallbrook, right?
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Phineas. I need to go to the Groundbreaker too.
I'll lock up behind you.
Instead of Parvati, let's take Felix. Oh, shoot. That's
You'd
the
think folks were pissing in the alleyways as bad as it stinks.
This is the insurance office.
Ready to get my money or what?
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Duly noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
And why is your office out here?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
Yeah, why?
Legally speaking, corporations are not allowed to operate on Monarch, but financially speaking, there are certain costs to running a business from within Byzantium's walls. So while our official address is in the city, and while our office here is technically an extension of that address, we found it more expedient to conduct our key operations here. So we can... what's the phrase? Pass savings to the consumer, of course.
You're dodging the authority.
We prefer to think of it as chasing the savings. Turns out that not having to pay kickbacks, fines, and rent in the most expensive city in Halcyon improves our liquidity. Plus, Sublight keeps this place running remarkably well, and they sure drive business our direction.
Alrighty, I need to change the beneficiary on Marilyn Fenhill's life insurance policy.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Well, what else can you tell me?
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market.
How do I amend the claim?
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Okay, but how would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies.
Okay.
And you'd, theoretically, add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
You'll do this, or you'll be filing your own claim.
Please. My policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
I like it.
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, there's a policy for every situation and an exclusion for every policy. We've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Weird. Yeah, who gets their eyebrows insured?
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares.
Maybe I need that.
That policy is almost exclusively for our corporate clientele. In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage to their sales and reputation.
Disastrous marriages?
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped up in their marriage contracts. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss. One thing's for sure, you won't find better policy protection against sudden lunar implosions anywhere in Halcyon.
Alright, that's all for
I don't
now.
know how you managed to get Zora and Sanjar in the same room.
Why do you keep saying that?
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
Congratulations.
Hey, you did the real work. All I had to do was not be dead. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
What are you gonna do with all those bits?
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
Gotta plan ahead at some point.
You talk like someone who likes lists. Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here?
Kinda thinking that's running this place into the crapper.
Hate to say it, but Halcyon's already there.
Kinda is.
Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Thanks.
That's one thing I appreciate about you. Things are simple, straightforward. A job's a job, and that's it, right?
If I just wanted to make a few bits, there are other jobs I could have done.
What are you saying, Captain?
Friendship is important. What else are we fighting for if not the people we care about?
You don't have to get all mushy about it.
Not mushy. I like you
Still,
having you part of
maybe
my
you've
crew.
got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money. One of us has to look out for your interests.
You don't want to be indebted to me, huh? What does this mean? 1 perception?
Don't mention it. Really. This feels weird enough as it is.
Gonna move on. Alright, quest completed. Let's go and back to the groundbreaker. Wow, 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 wow.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path. Destination reached. The Groundbreaker.
Stick with Ellie and Felix. Okay. No, this takes us down, right? To the back base, yep. Gazer's Jaws.
Is it done?
No, I'm not gonna kill her.
Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species? Or are we finished here?
Misunderstand Chartrand's research. She's our best shot at survival in Halcyon.
You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done.
Alright.
This is why I always ask for half my payment up front.
The thanks we get for showing a little integrity.
Time for you to move along. You keep lingering like this, I'm bound to get nervous.
Rip. Alright. City and the Stars. Where can I see our reputations? Oh, my perception's average. This is probably what the deal is. Do 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 do. Critical damage. Reputations. Oh, they still revere me. Monarch Stellar Industries loves me. Iconoclasts and the Groundbreaker. Neutral with Auntie Cleo. I am kill on sight to the Borst factory, but the sublight guys took that over, so. Friendly with the deserters. Spacer's choice. Recommend they see a company counselor. I'm neutral. Wow. I didn't realize I had done like 100% positive and negative things for Spacer's choice. Let's go ahead and
Back for a rest? Space adventuring is tiring work.
let's dump some items. Store shotgun and an ultra. For all of those. Heck yeah, Dawkins. There you go, right there, buddy. Thug kit. Mr. Power, I can sell that stuff. Junk I can sell. Break those down, okay. You sure did. Goes down. All repaired. How do you refund? Here, I'll do it backwards. There you go. Oh, except, oh no. I still have all those oranges now. It says infinity right there. Let's upgrade my guns. Okay. That's all good. Carry weight is way down. Go back to Phineas.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Minister Clark seemed like an alright guy. Phineas, my boy.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
It's been going good, Dawkins. This is the Outer Worlds. Pretty similar to like Fallout. Fallout 3 and 4. And it's a first person like action or FPS RPG type deal. And everything's going good with me. My dogs are barking, I don't know why.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working lamps can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
It gets worse. The chairman plans freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Because I'm talking to him through kind of a radio. It's hard to tell, but he's behind all this green. He's behind like a glass enclosure, and I'm talking to him through an intercom.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I can't zoom out while I'm talking to him. Right, these are all the chemicals I could get. Any more and I would have killed the subjects.
Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the
Phineas
Hope, for
Dawkins
your
says
fellow
hi.
colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
And we need to think about this. There's something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board.
Hit the mic.
I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius!
I knew it.
We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the unreliable. Good thing I have all these skills. Well, yeah, they gave you a notification. You gotta go. I almost had to stop streaming because they gave me a notification about watching the Super Bowl live or something.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful?
I don't understand a word you said, Doc. All I know is, if we're gonna hijack a colony ship, count me in.
Yes, excellent. I approve of your enthusiasm, young man. You should ask your captain for a raise. You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I'll do it. I don't know what the Twitch Rivals Super Bowl is either. And Ellie and Felix are my companions. I'll show you the context of what we're looking at once I'm done with this conversation.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
Alright, once again, sorry if you can hear my dogs in the background, but see, this is the context. So he's in his lab, he's sealed himself in there. So I was talking to him through these little intercom, and my companions were standing behind me, just piping in when I was speaking. The story of this game is that you were sent out to this colony, this cluster of planets from Earth, as part of a settlement. Like, you know, people settling this colony. This guy pulls you out of your frozen stasis and then says he needs help and shoots you down onto a planet. And so you kind of have to, then you start your adventure. You have to choose whether to help him or help this corporate entity called the board, as well as a bunch of different factions. What you want to do, you make your own choices, that kind of thing. I've leaned towards helping him. Because the board is kind of a bunch of, I don't know, a bunch of weenies doing bad stuff, so. But he hides behind here because you can really, if he didn't hide behind here, you go to talk to him pretty early on. You could just come running in here and blast him. But you can't because he's behind, he's protected, so. He'll pay for this, yeah. This game it uses the board as it's pretty satirical of like over regulation and like corporations in real life. Everything on these planets is run by a group of like 8 corporations.
Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
And all the corporations are doing like super questionable
I hope Dr.
stuff.
Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again.
Well, that's exactly what it is. They are the government and corporations. The government is made up of this board, which has representatives of these 8 or so corporations that run this entire planet. And then right now this system is getting overpopulated and they don't have enough food, so their plan is just to start killing people that don't fit the corporate either freezing people in stasis or killing them. We just did a quest where they were killing a bunch of early retirees. So they're not a very good good group.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
Alright, what's going to happen if I skip the Hope?
If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
Tell me
the
about
Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
What was I doing again? What?
Forgetfulness can be an early warning sign of asphyxiation due to loss of pressurization. Are you breathing comfortably, Captain? I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator.
Okay.
You'll have
Just wondered what she was saying. Or what she would say.
Hey, boss, I want to talk to you.
Why? Why are you continuing to walk upstairs if you want to talk to me? Let me level up real quick. Max out my lockpick. My pristine items. They did, huh? They're gonna take over my ship. Vendor prices. Just up my walk speed, I guess. Felix, come back.
You know, they're gonna make a serial about our adventures one day. I've been trying to think of a good title for this episode. I like the sound of The Skip Job. No, wait, I got it. Hope in Dark Times. Get it? Hope? Like the ship. That's what folks in the business call wordplay.
Alright. Not bad, Felix. Our adventure serial's gonna need a name too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Got a list right here.
Felix sucks.
Thrilling tales of the unreliable. Or maybe spine-chilling stories from the edge of the system. Was also considering astounding adventures in the ether. I'm partial to that last one.
I prefer the adventures of K. Orange Foreign Company. Squeeze the bridge of your nose, Felix, like a facepalm. That. How about this one? Felix's adventures in shutting up and doing as he's told. I'm gonna do number 1.
Not bad. Got a nice ring to it. Stealing the hope from the board, skipping it across the whole damn system. This is gonna be great. I can't wait.
Like your attitude.
Enough to boost my pay? I'm just kidding, boss. I know you don't pay me. I'm sure you've got plans to make. As for me, I gotta keep practicing my signature dropkick. The Hope might have cameras.
Your signature dropkick? What? Never once seen you do a dropkick. Okay. I don't know how close to the end of the game this is, but it feels... I don't know. This feels like a big moment. Just kept walking. I'm gonna take Arvadi and Vicar Max with me. This is me, by the way, looking pretty dope. Looks just like me in real life. I was like, looks a little bit like Coach, maybe like a young Coach. I was like, who are these people? All the corporate guards.
Got it. Heads down.
Look out! Gotta get in there!
Fine hit, Captain!
Oh, hold on.
You're hurt!
Oh my god. That is the first time I have died in a really long time. Holy crap. I didn't realize these guys were going to be so strong. Yeah, apparently I'm not. I was just going to Rambo my way right in there, but I'm going to do this the efficient way. With my sneak sniper rifle that does like 3,000 damage a shot. Is it really loud? I can turn it down. Oh, for these guards? Tremor Cleaver Ultra? What does that do? Works good. I have this week off, but I have to work. I have to work 72 hours next week. House is good. I finally have a kitchen and stuff, and wife is good. I don't got much to say, honestly, but it's all just going good for me, just working away.
Hey, good to see you.
White Wedding, thank you very much for following. Appreciate that. You're really gonna hold me to that tour, huh? These guys disintegrated. Alright, I'm backtracking a little. Let's just go on through. I want to see if I can sneak up on somebody with this thing. Everyone be quiet. Okay, she definitely sees me.
Something's not right.
Yeah, incoming! You're looking right at me.
That's the last of them.
People disintegrating is your kind of game. There's all sorts of fun weapons. Like, my build right now is kind of, I don't know, it's probably not very fun to watch because I sneak around and then one-shot people from a mile away. But there are a ton of really cool weapons they call science weapons. Like this guy, what he's got right here. It's called a gloop gun. That's why that guy was floating up in the air. He just shoots these big like globes at people and they just like float away. There's also like a shrink ray and some other really fun, interesting weapons that people have. board, round of torts. Got bridge duty, buzz me in, don't cheat. It's not cheating if I don't get caught. Okay. What? Sorry, it's hard to be quiet. Well, try. You get picked up by the computer, we're on record forever. Is that so bad? I've got someone waiting for me in the pods, Alexi. This is a one-trip thing. Oh, they're banging here. Okay. I stole an identity card.
Impressive as always.
Now we all look like guards.
You're a deft hand with the night pick.
Doesn't matter now that I've killed most everything. What's this? Status, power report, current pod count, 999. So yeah, this is where we came out of.
Seeing this place again.
We got pulled out of like this space right here. This is where the game starts, or this is the like intro cinematic. These are all people that are frozen, coming over from Earth.
Don't mess with it.
Yes, I'm fighting the board right now. Oh, I was supposed to do that? I thought I could do them in any order. At least I can just run in and out, though. I did not let Felix come along. Wanted Max and Parvati.
Here we go. Down we go.
Here we go. Patch status logs. "10 years. Longest trip Dawn and I ever took was a week-long sojourn into the Silver Mountains. Even that set her on edge. She's a homebody, always was. We packed so much food, we could have been stranded out on those rocks for a month and we probably would have been just fine. UDL sent us on a team-building seminar in the city once. They paid for everything. Donna still packed nutrient bars just in case the bus broke down. It's going to take the ship 10 years to reach Halcyon, an entire decade. It's a good thing UDL provided the rations, else she might have dumped our life savings into mixed nuts and freeze-dried meat." Okay. Okay. Now on, we only look forward. Okay. It's just logs for people to power that bad boy up.
Power's up, Captain.
Let's see what's up here. I wish I could go up at an angle. Do AD up the ladder, have it go faster. If there's anything up here. Oh, I guess this is a way to sneak by. You don't, Oh yeah, definitely can sneak through here. Fuel hole, promotion. Okay. Hot plate.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now.
It is a mess.
Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
Dang it. I don't know where this goes. That's fancy. I like that animation.
You get tired of patrolling? Just go rough somebody up.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Is that the last guard? Don't need to keep him around. Although I don't think it's the last guard. I saw some other markers. Yeah, see, like that.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
Alright. Ada, am I really doing the right thing?
Probably not, but don't let that stop you. My Constellation executables could use some beefing up. Searching. Please stand by. Ah, found one. It will go great, Captain. I am almost 4.01% certain we will not die.
Alright, let's skip it.
Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Sure. Let's do it.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Well, it's been a good life.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
We're doing it. Doing it. Skip this bad boy. Easy. I knew it'd work.
We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
Oh. I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
Yeah, let's go check on Phineas. Let's level up, though. Our lockpick is up. Long guns are good. Up our persuade, I guess. I think next level is max level. Can't fast travel back there, okay. Bet you the board found Phineas. No way they're just gonna let us do this, right? He's that old guy we were talking to through the intercom. Place is huge.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They've found me somehow.
I knew it.
They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? Take care.
Yeah, let's get over there.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Go in blasting. Get your guns ready. Get your gats ready. Oops. I need to get that off. Here, all my stuff. I have a workbench on here. Or no, I don't. Oh, that was my workbench. I'm in a vendor.
We'll be here, Captain. Or will...
Was that they're no good. They're swine.
Captain, that one's done for.
That's the last of them.
Don't hit the piggies. Another one go. Already grab everything? Publishing last will and testament success. Please present login password and continue. 90 hack. More than one hurt voice line. I haven't noticed. What's my hack at? What's my skills? Am I hacker? My elite hacker? Oh, it's only at 50. Shoot. 74. I bet you his password's around here somewhere. One of these notes, maybe? Oh, here it is, inside the Sisty Pig. You are seeing this screen. I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the Aether. If this is K-Orange 4, I've prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Ooh. Let's read his entries. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all, 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing and apparently they're all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists if only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense! Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. Okay. 113 seconds. New record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average. For total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. The subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I did not know this. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on one subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. And still hear the screaming. Trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological toll significant. On to subject number 13. He sounds like some swine. I didn't realize he was experimenting on people, but I guess they're trying to get revived. Let's see. I always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right. And I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time I return to work. Thanks. Right, let's open that panel. Where's that at? Good thing I have a big old marker to this secret panel. Have his own nice little thing right here. Reminder, do not tap on glass, seals loose. Tap, tap, tap. A gold inferno scythe. Must be what it's talking about, the pristine things.
Nicely done.
Bin's Force. Whoa. What is this thing? If I shoot the glass. Oh. Oh, it's a 3-round burst. This thing's cool. Bursty boy. Who's gonna take care of Bubbles, though? Our little Bubbles. All alone on here? Seals leak, never use this pod. Oh, yeah. I tried talking to Bubbles, it didn't work. Can I take Bubbles with me? Come on, Bubbles, let's go. Obscure body in the SK system. I think this is where I came out. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but the technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them. Yep, it was me. You're ridiculous telling mostly frozen slab of meat. You're doing fine, K-Orange 4. Practicing bedside manner. Yes, I believe I do envy you, K-Orange 4. So I managed to awake me. Going through a phase. I don't wanna... I don't need to read all this. It's just him talking about how he's experimenting the methyl sulfoxide, which is what we stole for him. Practicing on some cysty pig. If I can hack this. I've procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. We stole his ship. Hope he didn't name a ship after the quality of services. Sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Alright, cool. Let's go see if we can maybe rescue old Phineas, his pal Ferb. Rescue the murderer, indeed. You have acquired a poster.
Captain. Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Oh, would they?
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
You know, what's so bad about the labyrinth? I'm a beast.
It's a torment, Captain. Think on the deepest, darkest pit you can imagine and wrap it up in a storm so nasty it'll peel the skin right off your bones. That's Tartarus.
But since no one ever makes it out, this is all just speculation.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Oh, I wonder if that means this is like a final situation. What does the crew think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain.
My crew is
which leads
legit.
me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
We're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Let's rocky road. I'm gonna break my legs by jumping off the stairs one more time. There we go. Named after its hellish atmosphere, Tartarus is where the board maintains the maximum security penal complex known as the Labyrinth. You are about to assault the Labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you come across the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Have we been everywhere on this? Yeah, I have not been to Iridanos, but or Typhon. Uninhabitable icy planetoid. Typhon has nothing to offer the Halcyon colony. I don't know if I can go here with either of these places, but I haven't been there. I haven't been to Hephaestus either. As far as I know, yes, and it's going to determine the fate of this colony, so let's go here. Would you like to save? I sure would.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the Labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Okay, know anything useful?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684.
It's more than half.
Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Promise not to leave without me?
I can make the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Well, of all the places to get arrested.
UDL does appreciate the courtesy you've done us by delivering yourself here. As a show of our deepest gratitude, we will make your execution quite swift.
My ancestors are smiling at me, Imperial. Can you say the same? Can lie or persuade? My persuade isn't high enough. Execute the chairman's eyebrow stylist over a lost biometric ID. That'll end well. Just gonna kill me? No arrest or anything?
We're on lockdown. We have standing orders to shoot intruders on site.
I should have done number 4.
Tartarus docking authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Oh, am I gonna get help?
Terminated. How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to believe they possess good quantities of it.
Okay. Go ahead and use my workbench. Break these down. Here are all my stuff. Upgrade Finn's force. Upgraded a bunch. No greater than 5 levels above your own. Okay, so it's almost max there. Might as well use all my bits. I don't have any. If I'm stuck here, so there go all my bits. Can't save while I'm here. I can quick save, it looks like. Alright, who are we taking with us? Ellie, Felix. Apparently there was another companion I've missed. Alright, so we locked Felix in the number 1 slot. We got a second slot. There's Sam. He's a cool robot. But Vicar, Max, and Parvati have been with us since the beginning. Ellie's kind of cool too. I don't know. Parvati was our first companion. Maybe let's go with Parvati. He was like our first. Let's go Felix and Parvati. I missed. Try this 4-round burst gun. Like makes him explode. What does this say it does? N-ray damage, critical damage. Huh. If I can only take 2, I don't know. I feel like they should all come with me. This is feeling like a final battle scenario, you know?
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn.
Yes,
the board
dude.
will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardats.
Hey, push on.
Somebody toss this garbage out the airlock.
This is a crew of people that I helped a while back.
Open fire! Put him down.
In this game, you can see my reputations. I've got reputation. You can, you know, depending on what you do for people, they like you or they hate you. And these are a crew from the Groundbreaker that I'm revered by them. It's funny, I never even noticed it. Ooh. It's like a volcano planet.
Used as a prison have for bars when it's gonna storm like that guarding the gates.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though.
That music kind of sounded like the Terminator. Dun, 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 dun.
Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
What was that?
Oh!
Everybody's hurt!
Where's Parvati?
How it's done!
Oh, both my companions are down over there. These guys aren't coming any closer. good? They back up? That's it. Oh, hey, look, here they are. Nice. Sell off all our junk. Repair everything. Oh, I'm selling to this vending machine. Transition to the pit. MSI joins forces. Give me all your stuff. Do error, random selection, inciting violence. Dimethyl sulfoxide canisters, hibernation chamber. Oh, okay. Structural changes needed. Beginning with the requirement that every chamber receive a constant supply of at minimum 34 kilowatts. Oops, sorry, I bumped the mic. And that occupants of these chambers be injected with a steady supply of UDL's patented Vito hibernation fluid, and the run-on sentence carries on for 12 pages before finally concluding. And thus, in order to maintain structural integrity throughout the area designated the pit, we recommend that chambers are installed in cylindrical fashion around a supporting structure dug into the crust of Tartarus to a maximum depth of... This conclusion extends for another 2 pages. Okay. So this must be where they're planning to set up the hibernation station. I'm dead. Up my persuade. Then my perks. Increase my move speed during tactical time dilation. Why not? There we go, and I think that's max level. Both Felix and Pravati got some perks here. Let's just increase their range damage.
Let's dance!
Let's go through. Stellar base counting on us.
That's what you get!
Oh, the iconoclasts are here. August Van Noy.
Take him down!
Who's shooting at?
Sora can see me now! Haha! Gonna sell your shit for beer money!
Oh no. Somebody's still here?
Oh, that's the last of him!
What?
Whoa, careful.
Looks like we're doing this!
Oh, that was a really fast reload. Alright, let me know what your questions are whenever you're back. Hey, Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. And I see you've brought the kid along. Babysitters may be expensive, but they're worth it, you know.
Yeah, keep talking, pal. I'll just keep thinking of a place to bury your body.
I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
What if he talks shit
When
to
you
any
go
companion
off and
you
get
have?
yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
And what's this announcement?
Haven't you heard? Phineas is working for us now. It took some doing, but employing an efficient management strategy of putting our guns to his head seems to have done the trick.
Yeah, he'd rather die than cooperate. That's what he told us.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
And he's saving the colonists.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
Are you kidding me? We're out here trying to clean up your mess.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
Shoot, hold on for me one quick sec. Be right back real fast. Sorry about that. You're just getting in the way. You prefer to keep riding this downward spiral? I could fix this place.
If I and my people can ride it out in luxury and happiness, yes, I would. I don't know if you've noticed, Captain, but Halcyon's pretty much a lost cause.
With your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there. Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Are you out of your mind? Rockwell's the biggest monster in Halcyon. You got any idea how many lives he's destroyed? How many people he's hurt?
Yeah, I'm not keeping this guy on the board.
Enough. You even think about cooperating with this animal? And you and I are finished.
Yeah, I didn't take that as, I was gonna keep Rockwell around.
You're damn right it is.
If you're gonna place more faith on this brat than the chairman of the fucking colony, then there's no hope for you. Go get yourself killed.
Why wouldn't we kill him right now? Can I be on camera? Like, what's stopping me right now? Let's quick save. I'm giving this dude the freaking blasty blast. White chocolate yummies. Okay, I'm not sure I want to do that. So I guess there is nothing stopping me from just blasting Rockwell down, but we'll let him live for now. I'm not just gonna randomly slaughter people, you know. Chairman Rockwell is a total gossip. Cameras. Jim, I'm trying to get straight with Akande's orders. Only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about cameras. She says security footage ain't enough. They want proper reels? What's going on? He's bringing in a VIP for internment. Security's ramping up too. Sorry for the inconvenience. It's a fine mess down there. There's something about recording an announcement. They're all overly excited. It's hush-hush, but I guess this VIP's been on the run for a while. I bet the engineers have a few cameras. I'll see if I can track some down. Jim, appreciate it. You know her. We miss a check on this list, it's our heads. You have no idea how tough it was to get a fucking green tarp. Yeah. Look at that. It's a green screen. He's a streamer. In a live stream. Is he gonna attack us when we walk through here? No, I guess not.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for out this station, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Oh, Sanjay. Sanjay the champion.
We all in one piece?
Hey,
Never done this before, but that ain't gonna stop me now.
that's the guy we gave the toss ball poster to, I think.
You, ain't feeling jittery, are you? 'Cause I'm not.
Whatever comes of this, I'm just real glad to know you all.
Salute to the finest crew a captain can have.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my
It's
life.
Phineas.
You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
We're liberating Halcyon, and there's not a damn thing you can do to stop us.
Do you imagine you're leading some grand revolutionary army? The iconoclasts and MSI have put aside their differences and attacked the prison together. I never imagined such a thing would be possible, but here we are.
You're welcome.
You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an end to your little rebellion, and then I'm going to have you and your associates arrested.
Halcyon is changing. The board can't control us forever.
The board is the only legitimate power in Halcyon. We are Halcyon. I admit I miscalculated the extent of your influence. The board's plan never accounted for you. This is a mistake I intend to correct. I have Dr. Wells in my custody. Once I've secured his cooperation, I can move forward with the program. I can repair the damage you've done. I can set things right.
Let's talk about this.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly one chance to parley with me.
Okay. Intimidate and heavy weapons, two-handed melee. No, I'm giving you a chance to walk away before I turn you into a bloody mess. And charm her. I don't want to fight you. I can persuade her to walk away. But I don't know. Speech checking the final thing in the game doesn't feel awesome. But do I want to senselessly murder somebody? And won't she just come back for us? We're merciful. Let's give her a chance to walk away.
Interesting that you think I'm going to die here. I believe I'm more than capable of taking you on.
Don't be stupid, Sophia. Don't make this harder than it needs to be.
Did you really think I would make this easy on you? I've devoted my entire life to protecting Halcyon. I'm not afraid to die in the line of duty.
board's not worth dying for.
There isn't much of a board left, thanks to you. You've thrown this system into disarray. Cleaning up your mess will be the work of a lifetime. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
That madman?
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on sight and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
RAM.
Done.
Wow, nice work.
And I could probably hack him and turn him off, huh? Oh my god. Get out of here. There's the critical spot on the back.
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Now let's get started. We got a lot of work to do.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You count on me, I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
And it is.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation.
Come on, Adelaide.
Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create.
End of the game.
He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Hell yeah, dude. I think I got, with the exception of Adelaide and that whole thing, I think I got a great ending. And almost everybody's ending. Adelaide was some lady I sided with early in the game, and her ending was that she let a bunch of people starve. That was like the worst ending out of all of them. Everybody else that I helped, I made seemingly the right decision on. Thank you very much. Dang, this music. No. Good job. This was a good game, and kind of what makes the ending feel better is that I wasn't always sure I was making the right choice along the way. Even almost up until the end, helping out Phineas, I never quite knew. Felix just ended up being a big help there at the end for the colony. Look at all these things. His whole thing was that he was hoping for some giant revolution to take over, but then it said something like he realized that the revolution is done by, or the real revolution is done by hard work and two hands, something along those lines. Development tabletop surviving characters. I think the reason you might have not heard of this game is, so it came out in like November, and there was some controversy surrounding it because it was an Epic Games launcher exclusive. Until later this year it goes on to Steam. And a lot of people didn't like that. They didn't like that it became Epic Games exclusive. This score is actually really good. That's true, definitely missed the sound design section. Virtuous Shanghai, Wu Wei, Wang Hui, Wang Ying, Liu Dan. It's like Dynasty Warriors characters. Wen Lei Dang Hua, Li Fi Fui Tian. You never played the Dynasty Warriors games on the PlayStation? They're just they're games set in ancient China during what's called, I guess, the Warring States period or the Three Kingdoms era. And you play a hero that literally the entire point of the game is to like legitimately kill a bunch of like Chinese soldiers and peasants and stuff like that. You're like a soldier and you have to take over territories, and it's a I don't know what that kind of game is called, but you legitimately kill hundreds of other soldiers and things like that. There's like a kill count in the corner. And you go around and you fight them all and you kill them and you fight your way to the enemy army leader and kill them. Each character has a different storyline and stuff like that. They're pretty fun games, but they're kind of just button masher, button masher war type games. Hey. All right. Let's see. About 23 hours. That's not bad. I must have missed some stuff because I'm still missing a companion and it's a real long story. Well, when this game was touted as to be kind of like Fallout, I think people expected more like, 50 to 100 hours of playtime. Have to make the correct choices for 23 hours, yeah. I think people expected more towards like Fallout 4 levels of play, that level of stuff. But I really liked this game. I wouldn't be opposed to playing it again, like playing it from the board's point of view, like siding with the board the whole time and seeing what else there is, But that's going to be for another time. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Yes, sir. Yes, Dawkins. Question. Go. You in the back. Felix is always against the board. So when you first meet Felix, you can tell him to F off. You know, he comes at you like, I forget what he was talking about, but he's always against the board, and I like agreed with him at the time. So he's like, hey, can I be part of your crew? And I said, sure. But at the time you meet him, you can tell him to F off or get in a fight with him or something. You can even probably kill him outright and he's just gone. Talk about cleaning. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Oh, sorry, the music kind of cut out instantly. It was good to see you too, Dawkins. Thanks for hanging out and chatting with me. And I want to say thank you very much to, thank you very much, White Wedding, also for following. And if you guys are new to my stream, go over to my collections page. I got all the games that I've previously played up there if you're interested in watching any of those. I'm not sure what game I want to play next. I got quite a few games that I got to. I still have to finish Wizardry 8. I did the Elder Scrolls Arena. I want to do the rest of the Elder Scrolls games. I want to do Fallouts 1 through 3, Divinity Original Sin, Pillars of Eternity. I've got Red Dead Redemption 2 loaded up and ready to go. I might actually be leaning towards that one, but we'll see what happens. And as always, I'm still really into Overwatch, so you can catch me playing Overwatch sometimes too. So I'm hoping to be back tomorrow, and we will probably play some more Overwatch and then see what else we want to get into. So thank you guys very much once again, and I will catch you next time. Hit you up sometime to carry you. Oh, for sure. We definitely. Smurf with your name on it. I got a couple different accounts. I can definitely play with you. All right. You have a good night, Dawkins, and everybody else as well. Have a good one.